Hi, welcome back to the Dixie Belle YouTube channel. My name's Connie from Faff Designs and I'm one of your Dixie Belle brand ambassadors. In the video today, I have got a custom order for these 2 pine cabinets. So my customer wants these finishing in a similar style in the same colours. So I'm only going to show you the process of one because the other one is going to be very similar. They're both waxed as well, which means before I can even start painting them, I have to strip the wax off because water-based paint does not sit well over wax. If you want to see how I strip wax off furniture before painting, you need to head over to my YouTube channel where I have a video dedicated to that. So let's fast forward to me having stripped these off and we're ready to paint. So the prep work for this has been done, the wax has been stripped, the knots have been treated. I've also used Dixie Belle's clear water-based primer because these pieces are going to be distressed. So I don't want to see a white or a grey primer underneath, I want to see the pine when I distress it. So the clear primer called Bond Emboss is the primer that I've used. I've applied 2 coats of that and then left it to dry for 24 hours. That's an important part when you are using Bond Emboss. Make sure you're leaving it for the correct amount of drying time, which is a minimum of 24 hours. So now these are ready to paint. So these are the 2 colours that my customer has chosen, English Ivy and Florida Orange, which is an excellent choice if I do say so myself. Now this is actually recreating a look that I did on my own YouTube channel for a different commission a few weeks ago. But these are the 5th and 6th piece that I'll be painting for customers this year so far in English Ivy. So English Ivy is proving to be a very popular colour so far. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start painting right now. So I'm going straight in with English Ivy over my clear primer. The reason that I've primed these pieces is because pine is notorious for bleed through. And bleed through is just when the tannins in the wood leach through and discolour your paint. And it might come through slightly yellow or orange or brown or even pink in some cases. So I do not want that to happen. So that's what the Bond Emboss is for. It comes in 3 colours, clear, white and grey, and I've just chosen the clear one for this project because, like I mentioned, I want to distress this piece and see the wood rather than see the coloured primer. So clear primer is really handy for those situations where you might want to distress your piece and you might want to see the wood peeking through. You don't necessarily want to see a primer underneath. So the first coat of paint that I'm putting down is going to look like a hot mess express. I'm just laying down the colours in kind of the rough areas that I want them. So this piece is going to be predominantly English Ivy, but it's also going to have some Florida Orange peeking through as well in areas to give a kind of industrially rustic distressed look without me having to layer loads of colours and then sand it all back. I'm just going to apply it in patches like this. So this is just pretty much laying out those colours where I want them. This piece is incredibly tall as well, so excuse the weird angle for this bit, but I just wanted to show the first coat going on, the placement of the colours. I'm using 2 individual brushes for each colour and I'm making the colours meet. I don't want them to blend, that's not the look of this piece. I just want them to kind of meet and then I'm going to refine it later. The second coat is more about refining the placement of the orange, obviously building coverage of the English Ivy in the areas where I've just got the English Ivy. What I'm doing is using the most amount of product to get that increased coverage in just the areas where the green is, and then with the remaining product that's left on my bristles, which is not a lot, I'm just kind of dry brushing it over the orange areas to push them back a little bit so it doesn't look like random orange patches and it looks more like green paint that's faded away and revealed the orange underneath. I'm not really using any water with this makeover because water and Dixie Belle Chalk Mineral Paint work very well together indeed, but I don't mind a little bit of texture in the finish of this because I am going to be distressing it and we are going for that kind of more rustic look. To distress this piece, I'm just going to take some sandpaper and rough up the edges and corners of the piece. I know the distressing look isn't for absolutely everyone, and that is fine, but it is something that my customer has specifically requested on her pieces. To finish, I'm going to use Dixie Belle's clear wax to start off with. My customer has requested some shading with dark wax. So before I use coloured waxes, I always put down a base of clear wax first. I'm using the La Petite brush because I've got some detail that I need to get into. And then I'm going to take a rag and remove the excess product from the surface. Next, I'm going to take my Dixie Belle chip brush and I'm going to use brown wax to add age, depth and a little bit of shading. So all I'm doing is using the most amount of product in the areas that I want the darkest, which in this case on the door is the kind of framed area, the alcove area. So I'm just putting the most amount of product there, and then without putting any extra product on my brush, I'm just going to feather it out into the center of the door, and that way you don't get any harsh lines where the brown wax finishes. Once I was happy with the placement of the brown wax, I just went ahead with another lint-free rag and removed the excess wax and gave it a good buff. Buffing is essential when you're using waxes because it removes excess product from the surface and ensures it dries down and cures properly. As always, if you've enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and here's a couple of pictures of the finished projects.